Pisces, how are you doing, my cutie patootie? Looking all that yummy. Well, I miss you too. I miss you too. I love you so much, my dear Pisces. My cutie patootie, looking all that stuff. So yummy. Now that smile looks so good on you, dear Pisces. It looks way better on you. So, I'm your funny Armenian guy, and you are my cutie patootie, looking all that yummy. So, are you ready for me to serve? Are you ready for me to slay? So, dear Pisces, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. And I'm going to be serving today the message from April 28th to May 4th. And guess what? May the 4th and the 4th be with you, baby. So let's see what's happening for you in this reading, my dear Pisces. We're going to be taking a look at your recent past to understand the interconnectedness of the events, which ultimately has led you to the present moment, what's going on right now, and then the upcoming future. I will clarify the main energy challenge for you, close up with the messages of love and also an advice. So let's see what's going on for my Pisces, for my cutie patootie. For those of you who are new, welcome. And by the way, this lion in the background was given to me by one of my dearest friends who is also a Pisces. And I'm a Leo. I'm a quadruple Leo actually, and I love my Pisces people. He loves the fat ass. Okay, so let's see what happened, Pisces. Let's see what's going on. Of course, the King of Wands and then the Ace of Cups. I'm sorry, I just have to say this. So I have to say, you know what I'm saying? Fire sign energy, water energy, or somebody who acted like an air sign energy. We're gonna see who did it and why. So I'm just a little bit impatient, but it's okay, we got this. Okay. So the challenge here is a telepathic communication. You just hear the thoughts, you just hear the things from this person. That's literally what I'm getting here. This is the underlying energy, dear Pisces. Messages, signals. A lot of you are trying to understand, what does this person want? What do they want from me? Energetically speaking, it's like I can almost feel, like psychically speaking, that you are feeling this person's energy around you, and you can hear them, you can feel them, and even though they might have communicated with you certain things over the text, there has been a lot of mixed thoughts. I don't know. We're gonna find out more to see what that's about. At the bottom of the deck, Pisces, you have the Hanged Man. This is your energy, which is talking about the underlying energy. One of my favorite cards, one of my favorite energies. The Hanged Man here represents you, Pisces. You're waiting. You're contemplating. You're not rushing into it. And there is a major realization that you're having. It's an epiphany. It's your crown chakra. Your mind is opening up, your consciousness. You're trying to make sense of this whole situation because there has been a lot of mixed signals. That's what I'm getting here between you and this person. What can I say? I'm getting goosebumps right now. It may not resonate, it may resonate. The sign doesn't really matter, but I'm strongly getting here that you might have dealt with somebody who was a Leo. Okay, there is a contemplation, there is a hesitation. I mean, the cards cannot lie, and we cannot make this up. There is the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Isn't that so cute? Isn't that so yummy? Isn't that so mesmerizing? So seductive. The Lovers. So there is hesitation here. There is a telepathic communication. That's literally the word that's literally what I'm getting here right now. Like, I mean, what can I say, baby? This is you and your person. Okay, and there is a desire here to make things work. We're gonna find out more. So in the recent past, Eight of Swords, King of Wands, Ace of Cups. I feel like that in the recent past, you felt left out, confused, and abandoned, if I may say that. I feel like for many of you with the Eight of Swords here is showing me, as you can see, her reflection in the mirror shows that her hands are tied up. A lot of you felt confused by this person's behavior towards you. What did they want? Okay, I'm getting here strong Leo energy here. Could have been any other fire sign, and this is you, my dear Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, specifically in this case, you opened up yourself to this person. You wanted to make things work with this individual, but ultimately there was something here that kept you in this place of confusion, and it's like you were just left speechless. What did just happen? and it kind of like almost happened unexpectedly and out of the blue. We're gonna get back to this in a second and get some more insights. In the present moment, dear Pisces, you have the King of Swords, the Temperance, and the Moon. Okay, so you could also be dealing with with an air sign, excuse me. I'm getting here Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, also Sagittarius could be as well, because this is a card of Sagittarius when we mention the signs, or Cancer. So here is the thing. In the present moment, there is patience. You're just trying to be patient with this person right now, with this whole situation, because this is about seeing two perspectives. There's two sides of the story. So you're remaining calm, you're remaining collected, you're trying to gather information and data from your intuition of what is the right course of action for many of you, because you know what, you want to communicate with this person, because the King of Swords here is the energy of communication. Swords in tarot, they represent speech, but something is holding you back, and then that's the Moon. There is some sort of anxiety here surrounding this situation. Should I reach out to this person or should I not? We're going to get back to this and get some information shortly. In the near future, you have the Six of Wands, Two of Swords, and then the King of Pentacles. So somebody here is going to have a decision to make, okay? And that decision is strongly tied up to, are we going to make this work, and are we going to, make it happen so that we celebrate each other and we get back together and we have a happy ending in so many other ways. But this is about the Two of Swords, a decision here. Somebody here needs to make a decision, because it's been too confusing. There has been mixed signals back and forth, okay? So we're gonna find out more information. Let's get into the bottom of the reading and see what is this telepathic communication about, and what is it that you need to know. The Ace of Wands. What is the Ace of Wands here about for my Sagittarius? What is it? Sagittarius, I'm so sorry. For my Pisces. Maybe that's for somebody out there, but Ace of Wands here talks about like something in your mind. Somebody is on your mind, okay, constantly. It's like you think about them, you hear about them. The Ace of Wands here is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and then Ace of Wands. Okay, so here is the thing. Two aces, Seven of Swords. I always give an eyesight to this card, to this energy here, because when you look at this, it's the card of deception, lies, not being honest, not being truthful. Somebody here was not being honest with you, with their intentions. Whoever this person was, I think you kind of feel like you were played by this person, okay? Because somebody here was hiding something, tiptoeing and being very kind of like walking on eggshells and looking back. And maybe this person was stuck on somebody else while they were being with you. And a lot of those things were actually red flags for you, my dear Pisces. And even if that hurts you, I'm sending you a huge, huge hug, huge Armenian type hug. This is about your mind. In your mind, you're having a realization here. Okay, so this person, this is what they did. They have been on and off. I'm getting a lot of on and off energy here, and then things ended. But I can't get this person out of my mind. Like, what is happening? What's happening? I can't get them out of my mind. Why am I thinking about them a lot? It's because there is a desire here on both ends to have a new beginning. One ace is coming up from you. The other Ace of Swords is coming up from them. Communication, passion from your end. So something here needs to happen to be settled, and we're going to find out to see how that unfolds for you. Let's talk about the recent past. I'm going to clarify those kind of like in detail, but not too long, because we already know what happened, who did it and why. I want to talk about the Eight of Swords. What happened between my dear Pisces and their person? Okay, so this is what happened. Argument, Five of Wands, conflict, something here. There was a lot of disagreement, arguments, misunderstanding, miscommunication. Maybe you said something to this person and they took it in the wrong way. And then I think that with the Ten of Wands here, this is talking about a burden. This is talking about somebody here got too tired. And I think this was becoming too tiring for you, dear Pisces, to be back and forth with this individual. That's the reason why there was a lot of stagnancy in this connection with this person. Knight of Pentacles here talks about stagnancy. Somebody who is kind of like feeling stagnant. Like, where do we go from now? And I think that's the reason this relationship stopped. I'm strongly getting here a full stop, not even a comma, not even a semicolon, but it was a full stop. It was just ended abruptly, because the Knight of Pentacles, dear Pisces, in tarot, it represents someone who is like standing still, not moving forward, not moving backwards, but it's like, let's just take a pause. We need to take a break. But I think unfortunately, I do strongly feel like here that for some of you where like just left on read maybe on a message, and just like out of the blue things ended. So one of the reasons why there was a lot of confusion, you just didn't know how to proceed forward with this connection with this individual, because you did open up your heart with the Ace of Cups and then the King of Wands. Fire sign energy, Leo Pisces, could have been any other sign or someone who acts like an air sign, and there was a lot of arguments. Also, with the Five of Wands here, you see there is 5 different people fighting, okay? They're not really hurting each other, but there is a lot going on. There is chaotic. Everyone is dressed up in 5 different outfits. Cultural background, differences of cultural background, religious background, differences of opinions, whatever. There was a major thing, or maybe somebody here didn't want to commit. Lack of commitment, monogamy, open relationship, close relationship, third-party situations, suspicions. That's what has caused the separation. Hence, there was a lot of confusion and you felt kind of like trapped in this connection. So, since you already know about the past, my dear Pisces, we're going to move on to the present moment. I do want to clarify the King of Swords, because there is somebody here that's been thinking about communication, and I think this communication is actually being headed towards your way, like telepathically. The King of Swords is clarified by the Justice, 8 of Cups, and then 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords here is twice. This is a double confirmation. As I said before, this is what happened in the past. This is what needs to be communicated about. 8 of Swords, 2 energies, 2 same cards, different decks. So somebody here wants to communicate with you and make balance, and they want to come back. This is a comeback. This is about an eight of Cups, somebody, whoever this person walked away, and then the Justice, Libra energy. They want to bring justice and apologize and tell you why they left you out there confused, your hands tied up, not knowing what is going to be next, what's coming next for you. So with the Justice, 8 of Cups, it's like, I walked away, I disconnected from you, and I'm ready for communication. This is your person's energy. They have been doing a lot of contemplation. As you can see in the imagery, there is a bat, there is a feather. Somebody here could be wearing feather earrings, or you could see feather today when you watch this reading. Right after, there is a dragonfly. You could have been seeing a lot of dragonflies. You could be coming across to a dragonfly, earrings, jewelry, anything that reminds you of that. And also there's a crow and an owl, which is talking about wisdom. Okay, so for many of you, you're gonna see that there is some changes with this person. They have realized what they did to you, and this is somebody that wants to take acknowledgement for their mixed signals. Whoever this person whoever sent you mixed signals and tried to confuse you, I mean, not tried, but whatever way it happened, they want to come forward and communicate with you and make things right, because this Justice series is all about balance. Let's talk about the moon. There is something here that you're extremely anxious about. What is this moon about for my Pisces? What is it that my dear Pisces is trying to make sense of? You could also be dealing with a water sign, another water sign. So, or someone who has water in their birth chart. So the moon is clarified by the 10 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and then the Page of Wands. Your main anxiety here is about, what if I give a chance to this person, and what if I allow them to come towards me and communicate, and I still end up being in the 10 of Swords energy here, which means being betrayed or feeling stabbed in the back. Because the moon card here is all about anxiety. It's a lot of questions that you have within yourself. Cancerian energy, you know, not being able to fully trust. Deep down into the water. She's way at the bottom in the water. So this is talking about, for many of you, you have been going really deep in your feelings and in your emotions of trying to understand and disentangle a lot of these confusions that happened in the past. Like, why did this happen? And is there a way to make it work between the two of you? So somebody here wants to communicate, somebody here wants to make things right with you, but you are a little bit anxious about how do you proceed forward. And there is a decision here that needs to be made, because Page of Wands here is a desire from somebody here who could be around your age, maybe a little younger. There could be an age difference between the two of you to make things work between you and them in this connection. Let's talk about the decision here. I'm going to clarify the Two of Swords, dear Pisces, to see what is this decision about for my Pisces. So the Two of Swords here is clarified by the King of Wands, the Lovers, and then the Judgment here. This could not be any more accurate. This could not be any more accurate. You know what I'm saying? Especially after the full moon in Libra, when I did that ritual, my psychic abilities have been just enhanced, and I'm just like literally, like, I already can foresee things coming up. So here is the decision about, okay, the decision here has to do a lot with the Judgment here, making a firm, confident offer of love. Okay, the lovers is you, and then this is the fire sign, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius energy. Somebody here who wants to be lovers with you. Somebody here who, even though they send you a lot of mixed signals and there was a lot of confusions, you know, there was a lot of judgment that's going to happen in the near future. You see, the angel is blowing the trumpet. Excuse me, blowing the trumpet, and it's about an alarm. It's about the alarm is going up, and also making an announcement. Making an announcement in this specific case, my dear Pisces, can mean your phone blowing up with text messages, notifications coming up on your phone. That's what this signal means as well. Also, you see these people are being resurrected from the coffins, from the graveyard. That means a resurrection of a relationship and give another chance. That's what the decision here has to do a lot, because obviously there is a very strong sexual connection and attraction between the two of you. And what I do see eventually happening is that with the Six of Wands, which I'm going to clarify, there is going to be healing from the past traumatic experience, getting over the pain, and celebrating each other back again, okay? Even though there was a lot of mixed signals between you and this person. The Six of Wands is clarified by the Hermit, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. So I do strongly feel like that for many of you here, dear Pisces, this has to do a lot with opening up to the possibility of a victorious relationship, okay? And that's only going to happen. That is the only way, Pisces. It's open, just like the King of Swords, facing the issues head on, talking about. The only way that this relationship is going to work out is when there is open-ended, clear, crystal communication between you and this person, just like you and I are sitting across the table and we're having a conversation, because I want to talk to you too, my baby. I want to make things clear with you as well, and that's what you want also, okay? You could be dealing with Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or it also could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Take it as it resonates, but the desire here and the ultimate result for many of you is the Six of Wands, which is talking about victory and wanting to make things work with this person, okay? Wanting to embark onto the next level, wanting to have this conversation, and that's the only way, because the Hermit here shows somebody who is holding the lantern, and that's literally about having a major epiphany. Okay, we have come to this point, we have done the inner work, the telepathic communication. I thought about you, you thought about me, and now we're ready to move on to the next level of our communication. I'm also strongly getting, for many of you, you're going to get a lot of financial abundance into your life, Pisces. Whoever this is for, King of Pentacles talks about you are very confident. You're going to gain more money into your life. There is some sort of a project that you might have been working on. It's going to take off big time for you. Okay, so I'm seeing money coming into your way. That's just as a side message. Now, let's get into your advice, Pisces, and let's see what is it that you need to know. And then I'm going to close up with the major messages of love oracle for you. What is the message here for my Pisces? What is the final advice? What is it that my Pisces needs to know? My cutie patootie peanut butter jelly, looking all this so yummy, dripping so good. So Pisces, let's see what is the important message here for you. So 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the Chariot. Moving on from the past and charging forward with victory, okay? Anything that ever hurt you in the past, okay? There was a lot of disappointment, as you can see. You felt like with the 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, you had a lot on your shoulders. As I said before, there was also 10 of Wands in the recent past as well. So you carried a lot on your shoulder, dear Pisces. A lot of responsibilities. You just like took the burdens of this person's life on you. You always made yourself available for this person. You tend to make yourself uncomfortable in order to make this person feel comfortable. That story is over. You're actually laying strong boundaries for yourself, and the advice here is to move on from the past. It's okay. We all learn lessons. We all move on, and you're gonna know when this person comes towards you with a clear-cut communication that they want to be with you. You know, with the lovers here, they want to be with you. They want to make things work. They want to communicate. They want to make things, work out between the two of you. You're going to know based on their behavioral patterns. And the advice here is to move forward. Chariot energy, Cancerian energy. This is about moving forward, leaving the city behind, as you can see. And the only way forward is literally going through these problems, not under the problems, not over the problems or bypassing. It's going through the issue. It's facing it head on, because ultimately this is literally leading to some sort of a major growth and a glow up. And this is going to allow you and your person to get back together and to make things work together, okay? Now, let's see what is the important message here for my Pisces. What is the love messages? What is the oracle of love message for my Pisces? Okay, we're going to choose this one. And it says, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give yourself. As I said before, you have taken too much accountability or responsibility, not too much accountability, but responsibility on your shoulders. And now is the time to kind of take a step back, because you have been hesitating. It's okay. When this person comes towards you, all of these mixed signals, and they want to communicate with you, you're going to make sense of the whole situation that happened. It's like puzzle pieces coming together, okay? Because this mixed signals, you can try to... it has to be communicated from them. It's like your intuition has been telling you about it, but you know that this is something that they want to come forward and communicate with you clearly, okay? Because there is an open conversation that's coming up for you. So dear Pisces, this is what I had for you. I'm your funny Armenian guy. You are my cutie patootie. I'm here to serve and I'm here to slay. Thank you so much for being in here, and I'll see you on the next one.